Hello students, welcome to APG Pathshala. I am Dr. Sanjeet Sharma from Government College, Nadon, Himachal Pradesh. Today we are going to talk on module Annual Accounts, Preparation of Manufacturing and Trading Account from paper Accounting and Financial Analysis. After studying this module, the students may able to know the purpose of preparing manufacturing account, to identify the items debited and credited in manufacturing account, to understand the method of preparing manufacturing account. Every firm likes to measure the performance of its business operation in terms of profit and loss. It also likes to know the values of its assets and liabilities on the closing date of accounting period in order to ascertain its income and also to assess the position of assets and liabilities. Financial statements are prepared. Financial statements generally refers to two statements prepared by a business concern at the end of every accounting year. They are income statement and balance sheet. In case of trading concern, these statements are prepared under the heading Trading and Profit and Loss Account and Balance Sheet. In case of manufacturing concern, these statements are titled Manufacturing, Trading and Profit and Loss Account and Balance Sheet. In case of limited companies, they are called Profit and Loss Account, Profit and Loss Appropriation Account and Balance Sheet. Now, what is the meaning of manufacturing account? Manufacturing account is prepared by manufacturing concern before preparing trading account, and manufacturing account shows cost of production which is transferred to trading account to a certain gross profit or loss. This is necessary because they have to ascertain cost of goods manufactured, gross profit and net profit. It is important to know the purpose of manufacturing account. The main purpose of manufacturing account is to show the cost of goods manufactured or produced and measure items of cost such as raw material consumed, productive wages, direct and indirect expenses of production. Expenses on manufacturing goods include all expenses which are related with manufacturing of goods. The factories on manufacturing concern have to consume certain manufacturing expenses. These expenses are the part of the value of goods manufactured by the firm. It is therefore necessary that following expenses must be added to cost of goods produced and debited to trading account: coal, gas, water and fuel, wages, productive wages, fuel, power, motive power, consumable store, factory expenses. All these expenses are related with the manufacturing of goods, so these should be added in the cost of goods produced. It is important to know the various items which are shown in the debit side of the manufacturing account. The debit side items of the manufacturing account include mainly raw material consumed, direct wages and expenses, indirect factory expenses. The total of raw material consumed, direct wages, direct expenses and factory expenses is the total manufacturing cost. It means if we have to calculate total manufacturing cost, we have to add raw material consumed, direct wages, direct expenses and factory expenses. Raw material consumed include the raw material which is consumed for the production of or manufacture of goods or products. Manufacturing account starts with the value of raw material consumed, that is opening stock of raw material plus purchases and incidental expenses of purchase less closing stock of raw material. Direct wages and direct expenses are debited to manufacturing account. These are wages and expenses directly identifiable with the output produced. Indirect factory expenses include expenses like factory rent, salaries, lighting, power, heating, fuel, machinery repairs, depreciation, and other factory expenses, and these are debited to manufacturing account. Opening work in progress is the semi-finished output. Opening work in progress is shown on the debit side of the manufacturing account. The assumption is that it is completed into finished output during the current accounting period. Now, sale of scrap. Scrap can be raw material scrap, indirect material scrap. It may be reduced to material cost on debit side. Alternatively, it can be shown on credit side of manufacturing account like an income. The various items which are shown on the credit side of the manufacturing account include closing work in progress, sale of scrap, cost of finished goods manufactured, and closing work in progress represents the semi-finished output at the end of the accounting period, and it is credited to manufacturing account. Sale of scrap, if it is direct material scrap, it can be reduced from raw material on debit side. However, in the absence of specific details, the amount from sale of scrap can be credited to manufacturing account. In that case, whether it is direct material scrap or indirect factory material scrap makes no difference. Cost of finished goods manufactured is the balancing figure in the manufacturing account, and this balancing figure, cost of finished goods manufactured, is transferred to trading account. It is important to note that the closing work in progress and sale of scrap may also be reduced on debit side, and then credit side shows the cost of goods manufactured alone. That approach makes the above account look like a cost sheet which is prepared in cost accounts. For the purpose of clearing manufacturing account in better way, example is given in the picture. In this example, transactions, opening work in progress, opening stock of raw material, purchase of raw material, closing stock of raw material, carries on purchase, factory wages, fuel or coal, factory power, depreciation on plant and machinery, factory supervisor salary, closing work in progress are given. And with the help of these, we have to prepare a manufacturing account for the year ended on 31st March 2015. Manufacturing account for the year ended on 31st March 2015 is shown in this table, and it is clear that there are two sides. One is debit side and another is credit side. Items: opening stock of the work in progress, raw material used, carries on purchase, factory expenses, fuel and coal, factory power, depreciation on plant and machinery, supervisor salary are shown on the debit side, because these are expenses which are incurred for the production of the products, whereas closing work in progress is shown on the credit side. Further, it is revealed from this table that raw material consumed or used is calculated by adjusting purchases, closing stock and opening stock. For calculating raw material consumed, purchases is added in opening stock and closing stock is reduced from these. And further, we can say that balancing figure of this account represents cost of goods manufactured. Cost of goods manufactured is the balancing figure of this account, and it is shown on the credit side, which is the shorter side, and this balance is transferred to trading account. It makes clear that when we have to prepare manufacturing account for a manufacturing concern, the cost which are related with the manufacturing of that product are shown on the debit side, and the balancing figure is called cost of goods manufactured, and it is transferred to trading account. This is another example of a manufacturing account, and there opening stock of raw material, work in progress and finished goods, purchase of raw material, factory expenses such as cleaning, power, fuel and coal, wages, closing stock of raw material, work in progress and finished goods, and sales are given. And we have to prepare a manufacturing account with the help of this information. Manufacturing account for the year ended on 31st March 2015 is disclosed in this table. There are two sides, one is debit side, another is credit side, and on the debit side, opening balance of work in progress, raw material consumed, wages, factory cleaning, factory power, fuel and coal is shown, whereas closing work in progress is shown on the credit side of the account, and this account shows the balancing figure, which is cost of goods manufactured, and this cost of goods manufactured balancing figure is transferred to trading account. The meaning of trading account: and trading account is prepared for an accounting period to find out the trading results or gross margin of the business. That is the amount of gross profit the concern has made from buying or selling during the accounting period. The difference between the sales and cost of sale is gross profit. For the purpose of computing cost of sales, value of opening stock of finished goods, purchases, direct expenses on purchasing and manufacturing are added up, and closing stock of finished goods is reduced. The balance of this account shows gross profit or loss, which is transferred to profit and loss account. Trading account is prepared with the objective to understand the meaning of trading account, to know the items shown in trading account, debit side and credit side, to study the closing entries related to trading account. It is very important to prepare the trading account. It plays important role in ascertainment of gross profit and gross loss. The main purpose of preparing trading account is to ascertain gross profit or gross loss. Excess of credit side over debit side of the trading account is gross profit, and the excess of debit side over the credit side is gross loss. It also ascertain ratio of direct expenses to gross profit. Trading account shows the details of direct expenses incurred in acquiring and manufacturing goods. Cost of production increases with increase in direct expenses. Ascertaining ratio between purchases and expenses. Relationship between purchases and direct expenses is ascertained through trading account. Direct expenses add to the cost of purchases. Calculation of cost of goods sold. Gross profit or loss is based upon cost of goods sold. It is based upon the information available from trading account. Cost of goods sold is ascertained by adding opening stock, purchases and direct expenses and deducting closing stock from it. It can also be calculated by deducting gross profit from sales. Cost of goods sold helps in calculating profit of the firm. Calculation of gross profit ratio. The firm calculates gross profit ratio and measure the efficiency of its performance. Gross profit ratio is calculated by comparing gross profit to net sale. Gross profit ratio should be sufficient to cover the expenses. The ratio is compared with the desired ratio or with the ratio of previous year and performance is evaluated. Comparison of stock with the stock of previous year. Stock disclosed by trading account is compared with the closing stock of previous year. Stock is the part of goods remaining unsold with firm. It should be least possible. The more stock, the lesser selling efficiency of the firm. It is always in the interest of the firm to dispose of goods purchased or manufactured. Comparing actual performance with the desired performance. The actual performance shown by trading account as regards purchases, sales, stock, cost of production can be compared with the desired performance. In case weakness, effective measures can be applied. Preparation of trading account. Every business likes to know whether the firm has earned gross profit or sufficient gross loss. Gross profit or gross loss is ascertained by preparing trading account. Excess of sales and closing stock over opening stock, purchases and direct expenses is known as the gross profit. Gross loss is the excess of opening stock, purchases, direct expenses over sales and closing stock. Gross profit is calculated with the help of formula which is shown in this picture. Net sales minus cost of goods sold. The formula for net sale means gross sale minus sale return. Cost of goods sold is equal to sales minus gross profit. There is another formula for calculating cost of goods sold, and according to this formula, cost of goods sold is equal to opening stock plus net purchases plus direct expenses minus closing stock. Now, net purchases. Net purchases mean gross purchases minus purchase return. Now, gross loss. Gross loss means cost of goods sold are more than net sale. The formula will be cost of goods sold minus net sale. And the trading account is a ledger account. It has to be prepared on the basis of double entry principles of debit and credit. And the net result which is shown by trading account is either gross profit or gross loss. Let us know about the items which are shown in trading account debit side. The first item is opening stock. It is the stock available with the firm on the opening day of the accounting period. It may also termed as stock at the beginning of the year. The stock at beginning of an accounting period is called opening stock. This is the closing stock as per the last balance sheet. It includes stock of raw material, work in progress and finished goods. Trading accounts starts with opening stock on the debit side. Now, classification of opening stock. The opening stock can be classified into stock of raw material. Factories use raw material for production of the product in which they have been dealing. Value of raw material at the beginning of the accounting period is shown at the debit side of the trading account. Stock of work in progress. This stock is also known as semi-manufactured or partially finished goods. It is neither raw material nor finished goods. Finished goods. It is the value of goods which are finished and ready for sale. The firm has certain finished goods in the beginning of the year. Purchases. The total value of goods purchased after deducting purchase return is debited to trading account. Purchases comprises of cash purchase and credit purchase. Direct expenses are incurred to make the goods saleable. They include wages, carriage and freight on purchases, import duty, custom duty, clearing and forwarding charges, manufacturing expenses, factory expenses. All direct expenses are taken from trial balance. Sales. It includes both credit and cash sale. Sale return are deducted from sales and net sales are shown on the credit side of the trading account. The sales and sale return are exempted from trial balance. Closing stock. Closing stock is the value of goods remaining at the end of the accounting period. It includes closing stock of raw material, work in progress and finished goods. The opening stock is ascertained from trial balance, but closing stock is not a part of ledger. It is separately valued and given as an adjustment. If it is given in the trial balance, it is after adjustment of opening stock and closing stock in purchases. If closing stock is given in the trial balance, it is shown only as current asset in balance sheet. If closing stock is given outside the trial balance, it is shown on the credit side of trading account and also as current asset in balance sheet. It is important to know the closing entries related to trading account. And for opening stock, purchases and direct expenses, for revealing these items, for disclosing these items on trading account, we have to pass the entry trading account debited to opening stock account, to purchases account, to direct expenses account. And for the purpose of transferring sales, sales mean net sales after reducing sale return. For transferring the sales to trading account, we have to pass the closing entry sales account debited to trading account. And after calculating gross profit, as for disclosing the gross profit in trading account, we have to pass the entry trading account debited to profit and loss account, because the gross profit is transferred to the credit side of the profit and loss account. So entry is passed trading account debited to profit and loss account. In case there is gross loss, then we have to pass the entry profit and loss account debited to trading account, because gross loss is shown on the debit side of the profit and loss account. It is important to note the closing stock is taken into account by adjustment journal entry along with other adjustment entries. For the purpose of understanding the trading account, the specimen of trading account is shown below. Trading account for the year ended. There are two sides of this account. One is debit side and another is credit side. The opening stock is shown on the debit side, whereas closing stock is shown on the credit side. Purchases, less purchase return. It means net purchases are shown on the debit side of the account. The expenses such as wages, fuel and power carries inward, royalty on production of power, coal, water, gas, import duty, consumable stores, factory expenses are shown on the debit side. These are direct expenses and these are shown on the debit side of the trading account. In the credit side, net sale is shown. Net sale means sale minus sale return or returns inward. The balancing figure of this account will be either gross profit or gross loss. Gross profit is shown on the debit side. It means our credit side is more than the debit side. Our income side is more than the expenditure side, and firm is earning the profits, and these profits are shown on the debit side of the account. Whereas if debit side is more than the credit side, then the balancing figure will be shown on the credit side and it will be called gross loss. This gross profit or gross loss is carried to profit and loss account. It means the balancing figure of trading account will be the starting point for the profit and loss account. With the help of trading account, we will able to know the results of the business, that is gross profit, whether the firm is earning gross profit and or gross loss. And for the purpose of this, we have to compare the revenue and expenditure, and it is disclosed by this account. With the help of example, we can better understand how to prepare the trading account. The information for the year ended on 31st March 2015 are given, and according to this information, opening stock, purchases, carries inward, wages, credit sale, cash sale, sale return, purchase returns, closing stock are given to us, and we have to prepare the trading account with the help of this information. So before preparation, we have to understand the nature of and where we have to show these items. For example, opening stock will be shown on debit side, purchases will be debit side, carries inward debit side, wages debit side, credit sale credit side, cash sale credit side, sale return it will be deducted from gross sale, purchase return it will be deducted from gross purchases, and closing stock it will be shown on the credit side. The trading account is shown in this picture. The opening stock is shown on the debit side, whereas closing stock is given on the credit side. Purchases are shown less purchase return. It means net purchases are shown on the debit side, whereas net sale, cash sale plus credit sale, it means gross sale less sale return. These are shown on the credit side. Expenses, wages, carries inward are shown on the debit side, whereas the balancing figure, when we have to calculate the balance, we have to compare two sides, credit side and debit side. In this example, credit side is more than the debit side, and the net result is gross profit. It means the firm is earning gross profit and its income is more than its expenses. The trading account can further be cleared with the help of another example, and in this example we are provided with information: opening stock, purchases, freight inward, wages, sales, purchase return, sale return, closing stock, and import duty. Now we have to, first of all, we have to identify those items which will be shown on debit side and credit side. The opening stock will shown on debit side, purchases on debit side, freight debit side, wages debit side, sales credit side, purchase return it will be deducted from gross purchases, sale return it will be deducted from sales, gross sales, closing stock it will be shown on the credit side, import duty it will be shown on the debit side of the trading account. So after understanding where we have to show these items, we are going to prepare a trading account. Trading account for the year ending on 31st March 2015 is shown in this picture, and there opening stock, purchases, freight inward, wages, import duty are shown on the debit side, whereas sales and closing stock are shown on the credit side. And by comparing credit side or income side with the debit side, that is expenditure side, we can calculate the balancing figure, and the balancing figure in this question is 1,88,000, and that is gross profit, which shows that income side is more than the expenditure side and the firm is earning the profits. This gross profit will be carried down to profit and loss account, and it will be the starting point for that profit and loss account. It will be shown on the credit side of that profit and loss account. So students, let us summarize what we have learned from this module. Manufacturing concern converting raw material into finished goods. They must know the cost of production for the units produced during the particular period. In order to know the cost of production, they prepare manufacturing account. At the end of the year, trading account is prepared to know the trading results. Trade expenses like wages, carries inward are considered. Cost of goods sold is compared with sale in order to know the gross profit or gross loss. Excess of sales and closing stock over opening stock, purchases and direct expenses is known as gross profit. Gross loss is the excess of opening stock, purchases and direct expenses over sales and closing stock. The value of closing stock is valued at cost price or market price, whichever is low. Closing stock is, in case of manufacturing concern, is also classified as raw material, work in progress and finished goods.